Being happy with yourself isn't a feeling that falls from the sky. It's a skill you train. And if your mind feels heavy, if you wake up already tired, if tiny things irritate you more than they should, it doesn't mean your life is ruined. It means your inner world has no commander. The Stoics understood something most people still don't practice. You can't control what happens, but you can control how you receive what happens. And when you learn to meet life with discipline, life doesn't get easy. You get strong. And when you get strong, everything feels lighter inside. Today, I'm going to give you 5 simple Stoic habits to feel better every day. No complicated theory, no pretty quotes with no use. Small, repeatable habits that fit into your routine and change your mood without relying on luck, other people, or a perfect day. But there's one mistake that ruins the results before the first habit even begins. A mistake most people make in the first 60 seconds of the morning. If you keep doing it, you can watch 1,000 videos and still live trapped by anxiety. Let's begin. Habit 1. Control the morning or the day controls you. Most people wake up and immediately surrender. Before the body gets up, the mind is already in chaos. They grab the phone, open messages, check the news, step into someone else's urgency. In less than 2 minutes, peace is gone. Not because something serious happened, but because you opened the door of your mind and let the world rush in shouting. The Stoics would call that mental slavery. Marcus Aurelius had a simple training at dawn. Remind yourself that the day will bring difficult people, delays, disrespect, resistance. Not to be negative, but to avoid being surprised, because what shocks you hurts you. What you expect loses its power. When you wake up believing the day should be smooth, every problem feels personal. But when you wake up prepared for friction, you stay calm. So before the world speaks to you, you speak to yourself. 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Say quietly, "Today may go wrong. Someone may disappoint me. Something may delay me, and none of that will control me." Notice what you're doing. You're not begging for a perfect day. You're choosing a firm posture that reduces stress instantly, because you stop demanding life be easy. And here's the detail that changes everything. This habit starts with the mistake I warned you about. If the first thing you do is feed your mind noise, you lose control early. So tomorrow morning, no screen, no news, no conversation. 1 minute of mental preparation. That is Stoic strength. Habit 2. Stop complaining. Even inside your head, complaining feels normal. It even feels harmless. But it's a way of training weakness. Every complaint is a message you repeat to yourself. This shouldn't be happening. I can't handle this. This is unfair. And the mind believes what it hears again and again. Epictetus was direct. Events don't destroy us. Our judgments about them do. 2 people face the same problem. One complains and breaks. The other accepts and adjusts. Same event, different story, different outcome. The Stoic rule is simple and brutal. If you can't change it, don't complain. Act. If you can't change it, don't complain. Endure. Complaining does neither. It doesn't solve the problem, and it doesn't strengthen you. It just drains your energy and poisons your attention. So, practice like this. When something goes wrong, pause. Before it turns into an inner speech, turn it into a clean sentence. This is part of life. That's it. No drama, no emotional story, no victimhood. You'll feel calmer immediately because you stopped fighting reality. And notice this isn't pretending everything is fine. It's refusing to multiply pain with narrative. Pain may exist, but the extra suffering, the kind that steals your peace, often comes from the habit of complaining. Habit 3. Detach your mood from external results. Most people feel good only when life obeys. Win, happy. Lose, bitter. Praise, confident. Criticism, destroyed. That's not sensitivity. That's dependence. It's handing your peace to things you don't control. The Stoics taught that freedom begins when you stop placing happiness in the hands of chance. Marcus Aurelius warned, "If your joy depends on outcomes, you will never be free inside." So, what do you control? Effort, intention, and behavior. That's it. Results are consequences, and they're often chaotic. So, change the question. Instead of, "Did I win?" ask, "Did I act with discipline?" Instead of, "Did they approve?" ask, "Did I do my best?" Because effort is always available. Results are not. This habit changes your life because it gives you dignity back. Even when something fails, you sleep better because you don't feel like a failure. You feel like someone who held the line, and that feels lighter. Every night, before the next habit, ask one short question. Did I show up the right way today? Not perfectly, the right way, with courage, decency, self-control. That is a Stoic win. If this is helping you so far, subscribe to the channel DVT Lucas Official. It will improve your life because you'll build the habit of protecting your inner peace and growing in maturity one day at a time without fake motivation. Habit 4. Choose small discomforts so you don't fear big hardships. Modern life trains you to avoid discomfort at all costs. Cold? Turn on heat. Bored? Grab your phone. Hungry? Eat immediately. Hard? Postpone it. And without noticing, your mind learns a dangerous message. I can't tolerate discomfort. The Stoics did the opposite. Seneca trained simplicity on purpose. Simple food, simple clothes, sometimes even sleeping in harder conditions, not because he loved suffering, but because he wanted to remind his body and mind, I can survive without luxury. And when you learn that, fear loses power. Voluntary discomfort isn't punishment, it's training. A colder shower, a walk when it would be easier to stay still, doing the hard task first, sitting for a few minutes without distraction, waiting before you eat, saying what needs to be said calmly even while your body shakes. Every small discomfort you choose tells your mind, I'm in charge, and it builds quiet confidence, not ego, not arrogance, stability. Because when real discomfort comes, a loss, conflict, a hard season, you don't panic. You've practiced standing firm while uncomfortable. And here's a beautiful side effect. The less you run to instant comfort, the lighter your anxiety becomes. Because anxiety is often the fear of feeling, and you're training the ability to feel without collapsing. Habit 5. End the day with self-reflection, not self-hate. At night, most people numb themselves, scroll until they sleep, eat mindlessly, flood the brain with distraction, then shut down. The Stoics did the opposite. They ended the day with review, not to punish themselves, but to improve. Seneca described a simple exercise. Each night, ask yourself what you did well, what you did poorly, and what you can do better tomorrow. Notice the attitude. No dramatic guilt, no inner whip, no shame. Just observation, like someone who genuinely wants to grow. This habit is powerful because it turns mistakes into lessons and lessons into progress. You stop repeating the same patterns on autopilot. You begin to see, this is where I explode, this is where I give in, this is where I run, this is where I sabotage myself. And when you see it, you gain choice. Do it with 3 questions in 2 minutes. What did I do with discipline today? What did I do on impulse? What will I try to do better tomorrow? Be honest, but be fair. The goal isn't to hate yourself, it's to train yourself. Self-control doesn't grow from inner violence, it grows from clarity. You don't need to destroy yourself to evolve, you need to observe and adjust. And that's how life becomes lighter. Not because problems disappear, but because you stop fighting reality and start training your response. Stoicism isn't becoming emotionless, it's becoming unbreakable without losing your humanity. Practice these 5 habits quietly every day without seeking validation. 1 minute in the morning, no useless complaints. Mood based on conduct, not outcomes. Small discomforts chosen on purpose. Nightly review without cruelty. Do this for a few weeks and you'll notice same life, less weight inside. If you want to keep walking this path, subscribe to DVT Lucas Official. It will improve your life because you'll build the habit of protecting your inner peace and growing in maturity until you become someone who doesn't need a good day to be okay inside. And tell me in the comments, which habit will you start today?